Is that what every YouTuber says nowadays? Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hey everybody. Today we're going to do something super quick, super simple. We're going to be replacing the cabin air filter in the Rivian R1T. This is a 2023 Gen 1 R1T, and I picked up this air filter on the interweb. That's the part number and the brand name right there. So we're going to go ahead and get started on this. This is a very simple, very easy thing. It just seems more intimidating due to the location of the filter. We are working outside in the driveway. We're going to have to work around some noisy traffic. So first things first, we have to get to it. So the filter on this is located outside the vehicle. It's in the cowling right here behind the, I guess, the hood, the bonnet, the frunk. So we're going to go ahead and pop that open and get started. It is right here underneath this. Most cabin air filters are located inside the vehicle somewhere, like in the glove box or something, or underneath the dashboard, but this one's actually located outside. Don't mind the junk in the frunk here. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna see if I can figure out a way to hold the camera steady and do this at the same time. So you just want to get underneath the edge here, and you want to pull straight up, and it may require a little bit of force. You have to work at it a little bit. If you have to pull too hard, something's stuck. There we go. There's one. You see these tabs right here, these alignment tabs. So there's a few of them that go all the way across. So we just gotta start working our way across. There we go. It helps if you are tall, or put the truck in its lowest suspension height if you need a little assistance with the reach. For comparison, I'm 6 foot tall and leaning against the front of the truck. This is where I can reach. So get to the other side here. Let's see. We'll get a central view of this as the traffic goes by. And just kind of work your way from one side to the other, and it should just pop. Just like that. And you get these tabs right here. So across, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. This whole plastic piece comes out. So we just set that aside. Now, to give you a closer look, these tabs go into these holes right here, and one of them stayed in. So we're gonna go ahead and grab a tool, and we're gonna go ahead and pop that out of there and then put it back into the cowling. So don't panic. These are just plastic things. These are very, very easy to replace, very cheap, just in case you break them. You know, these plastic things get brittle over time. Don't be intimidated by all the stuff you see here. Our filter is right here in the center. And this one is rather dirty. It's got a couple years on it. So all we do is pull down on this tab, and this whole cage sort of thing kind of slips forward. It's a snug fit, but it does come out. This is tricky to do one-handed. There we go. And we just kind of work this out. Come on, let go. Oh, that is dirty. So this is, as you can see, the Rivian part number. And it even has an airflow arrow right there. So I had this replaced last at a service center. But if you're like me and you live nowhere near a service center for Rivian, ordering online is much easier and it will save you time and money. So we're going to go ahead and get our new filter out and compare them. Obviously it does fit. And it even says right here, Gen 1, which is Rivian Gen 1. And there's an arrow here that says air inflow. That's a little confusing that it's right here, but this is the intake side. Typically on these, they are charcoal infused, so the charcoal is going to be on the clean side of it. So this is your intake side, that's going to be the dirty side of it. So we're going to get this unwrapped, and then we're going to slide it in that cage right there. All right, got the new filter out of the wrapper. Follow me over here, and we're going to do it vertically. You see there's the size dimension. We're going to go vertically here and just slip it right into this cage. And it is a snug fit, but it's supposed to be. And then we just click this back into place. So that's locked in, and that's it. We now have filtered air. So now we're going to put the cowling back on after we get this little clip out of here. These are pretty easy to get out. Usually a flathead screwdriver or some prying implement, you can just pop it or push it from underneath here. We'll get that out and back into the plastic cowling. And that is more or less it. And then we just pop the plastic cowling back on, and that's it. We're done. You saved yourself time and money. I don't know what the service center charges for this. The last time I had this changed, my truck went in for some service, regular service and alignment. And while it was there, I said, hey, go ahead and slap in a new filter, and they did. And these filters are very comparable. This one looks like it is charcoal infused as well, but in the fibers. It doesn't have the separate pieces. But I mean, it's a cabin air filter. It's just meant to keep the stuff out of your HVAC system, especially where I live in the desert. All right, let me get that clip out of there, and then we're going to put this cowling back on, and we are done. All right, we got this little clip out. Just took a little bit of working it up from the lower side. Just put a little pressure on it, take a screwdriver or some sort of flat tool and just pop it, because these are just a tension fit. And then we're going to go ahead and put it back right here, and you can see these other ones here, they just slip into this side channel, and then they're held in just with some tension. So we just slide it right in there, pops in, locked into place. So now we take this whole cowl piece and then line up each one of the tabs with the holes across there, and then you just take a little pressure and just push down and lock each one into place. That's it. It's as simple as it is. So let's see if we can set this up to do that. You just gotta find the proper alignment, and it should naturally just kind of sit where it wants to be, and then just give it a little pressure, and each one will start to pop in. There you go. So that is effectively it. We've got all of the tabs seated nicely, everything clicked into place exactly how it should be. We've got a brand new filter in there, and we're going to go ahead and just dispose of this thing and carry on. So if you've got a few extra minutes to spare on a weekend, and you can order online the replacement parts there, this only takes you but a few minutes. No sense in paying a mechanic shop what you can do yourself in your driveway in 5 or 10 minutes. This is very, very easy, almost no tools required. The only tool I needed was a screwdriver just to pop that little clip out of there. So we are good to go. These air filters are good for usually a year or two, depending on where you live. I live in a very dusty area, so 2 years is pushing it. All right, we are all done. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. Hopefully the how-to videos like this are helpful. Maybe you found them entertaining at the very least. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all of those things. Anyway, have a great day, everybody.